The other reason why I view everyone as 5-year-olds is that it equalizes everyone. It equalizes class, it equalizes socioeconomic status, it equalizes... I hate that there's class structures even in Australia, but like literally watch ABC News. ABC News, middle class, the middle class Australian. Like that language is still clearly used within our society, right? But if you view someone as a 5-year-old, then it's like, oh, you too can't speak in coherent sentences. You can't wipe your own ass properly. Like you just drew a person that looks like a potato. You know what I'm saying? Is like Elon Musk. Yep, one day he couldn't speak in coherent sentences. He needed to be bottle fed or breastfed, snuggled up to his primary caregiver. Donald Trump couldn't wipe his own ass, couldn't aim straight to the toilet. You know what I'm saying? Like it equalizes everyone if you view them as a 5-year-old. And it also means that no one is scary anymore. I'm like, if you view someone from a different culture, a different religion, I'm like, the first fundamental 5 years of human life with the same-ish, there's trauma, and I don't want to generalize, but give it a go. Give it a go for a day. Give it a go for a week. If you have a boss that's really intimidating, thank you so much, Chloe. You are so kind. I'm so glad you found me. Thank you, TikTok algorithm. I love that you're here. But genuinely try it for a day and see how your confidence changes. See how your empathy changes. See how your compassion changes. Like some of you are probably mothers and fathers. Some of you have nieces and nephews. We were all 5 years old once. We all know how we wanted to be treated. We all see little ones walk past us all the time. And so I'm not saying that you need to... Exactly. I'm not saying that you need to speak to a child in childese, although people use a higher voice because it cognitively, there's like a neurological connection and natural instinct between when we speak higher pitch to a baby. That's a natural thing, but that shouldn't continue when they're in primary school. Like you speak with gentleness and grace, but you don't speak like, oh my goodness. Like, I'm sorry, full respect if you do that, but don't do it too long because they need to learn how to speak properly. Anyway, but like I sit here and I see people walking around and I genuinely just see their 5-year-old self. Like, trust me, if you do this for long enough, you'll be like, oh wow. Oh wow. How your perception changes. Anyway, so cognitive psychology is interesting. Abnormal psychology is interesting. We all have brains that are differently wired and function in different ways. And I'm like, so what? You have slow cognitive processing. You have ADHD. You have autism. You have extra chromosomes. I don't care. Well, I do care. I care about you. But like, I'm going to treat you like I would anyone else. That's what a classroom is for. Anyway, feel free to ask me cognitive psychology versus child psychology. Well, it's all psychology. Child psychology is just the development of like behaviors. Feel free to ask me any questions. I know that was a bit of a worldview dump, but that's what I'm just here for, you know? Thank you so much for joining. Anyone who's joining, we're talking about PhDs, we're talking about child development, we're talking about child psychology, we're talking about how to view key leaders in the world. So my question to you out of all of that is, do you consider yourself... Yes, I'm exactly 25. Wow, well done. That's awesome. Do you view yourself as creative? My mum made it. Genuinely, my mum made it this morning and she just gave it to me. It's a clip. It's a butterfly clip. I'm just gonna sit here for like ages. Welcome, I love that you're new here. I'm just gonna sit with my back turned to you, enjoying this lovely lake. Okay, I love that. Tell me if you think you're creative, because a lot of people don't view themselves as creative. But I'm like, okay, are you a mathematician? Are you a scientist? Are you a lawn manicurer? I love making like really fancy names for just like your Joe Blow jobs. Like, are you innovating? Creativity is taking something that already exists and adding a different twist to it. So like, creativity is not limited to the arts, like art, music, drama, musical theatre. Yes, cool. Technical support specialist. You're problem solving. Problem solving is a key element. Sorry, I'm getting passionate. I'm not being aggressive. I'm just being assertive. Yes, I am married. I'm just being assertive because I did my honours thesis in creativity. So I've already written about 19,000 words on this. No. Anyway. So if you problem solve, you're creative. If you... Yeah, resolving customer issues, programmer, you're innovating something new. You're creative, the way that you put words together in a way that others haven't, or the way that you capture emotions. Cooking, innovating with new flavors or processes. Maybe you want to make that sourdough, but you don't want to let it rise. I don't know. But then it's like, well, you resolve your own issues. That is creative, right? And so this is where flexible thinking comes in. You lucky, I don't know your name, but if it's lucky, I love that. But we are creative, but we don't allow ourselves to have creative, flexible thinking. But we need to have flexible thinking and flexible psychology. Not everything is creative, because creative is, the formula is, it needs to be original. In the age of artificial intelligence, it needs to be authentic. That means that you came up with the idea. It needs to be task appropriate. It needs to be innovative. So like, but then, okay, so there's the creative person, the creative process, the creative product, and the creative press. Creative person, I'm just gonna use myself an example. I'm a person, I'm creative. There's the creative product, what you finish, the finished product. There's the process, and that's okay. If you have any neurodivergence that limits flexibility, then you're naturally approaching things in a new way, because there's different levels of creativity, right? Not levels, but like approaches. I want you to think of them as lenses and perspectives. There's creativity as in like, oh, this is a creative idea for me. So let's take a 5-year-old, for example. They draw a new picture of a person, and then you're like, oh my goodness, that is so creative. I love the way that you've used those different colors, right? That is creative, and that is new for them. And then there's like societal creativity, the way that people perceive society. So like my perception of everyone as 5-year-olds is a creative perspective on society. It is not common amidst people. It is new, it's authentic, because authenticity is, according to Aristotle, like one's true self coming out. Like when someone embodies who they are in entirely true to themselves. That's, anyway,